So I need people to not judge me for this, but Happy Halloween! I'm a crab, bitches! So, happy Halloween. I'm a giant crab. Okay, so a crab walks into a bar and the barman goes, "Oi! You're barred, get out!" And the crab goes, "Why? Why am I barred?" And the barman goes, "Because you've been giving it all that." My friends say I need help and I have to agree with them. So, I'm going to read you a little bit of the opening of the book, and take it as you will. This book is amazing. It's very short, but here we go.
We should have listened. Should have moved faster. But then, no one saw it coming. Not like this, anyway. At first, it was surreal. A fantasy. We laughed about it, made jokes, safe in the knowledge that it couldn't possibly happen to us. They said it came from China. And the president stood there and told us it was fake news, and that soon the cases would be down to zero. "Don't worry," he said. "We have the best predictions, the best doctors, the best words." But all he really had were the best excuses, the best bullshit.
So, that was the opening for the Blood Beast Mutations. This is a very short book. It's by Carl John Lee. And basically this is what it says on the blurb. The world is on its knees. A deadly pandemic throttles the globe. Democracy has crumbled. Armed gangs of militant protesters stalk the streets amidst this walking nightmare. A new horror develops. I can't take myself seriously as a crab. The virus is mutating. Dan Lewis's wife is sick. When he receives a call from the hospital, he's prepared for the worst. Or so he thought. Because that call plunges Dan into an unending spiral of insanity and depravity, now he must fight his way through the battle-scarred streets of New York City to find his wife, unprepared for what awaits him out there in the shadows. Grim and terrifying, but laced with gallows humour and surprising heart, The Blood Beast Mutations is an all-too-relatable story of courage and gruesome horror. Now, I got this book, I'll flash a picture while I'm saying this, from the abominable, a word I can say. I got this from the abominable, the Abominable Book Club, which is like a UK-based horror book, and everything is randomised, it's really good, and this was one of the short books. It's only got like 99 pages, but this is fantastic. Definitely horror, and it was written when COVID really hit and struck us, and this kind of was written in a bit of a dark time, but there is humour in this, and it speaks very truthfully about how things kind of went along, and it didn't just happen in America how this happened, but the way that it describes with the president, how they made up lies saying it wasn't really real and all that stuff. That happened kind of everywhere, but it was mainly more visualized. It was more focused on with America more than anything with that, because America is a big place, and everyone always looks at them. This is written so beautifully and so well done and so fast paced. It is fantastic. It definitely kept me on the edge of my seat. The action was fantastic. It was all believable. There was a bit where I was kind of like shocked and kind of like gasped a little bit. And it wasn't too far into the book. Obviously, it's a short book, so I'm going to itchy nose. So yeah. It is fantastic. It definitely has humour. It definitely is relatable. Especially with how, I'm assuming the way that Dan is feeling on this, and obviously the wife in this as well. It's very relatable because I believe this is also what the author was feeling, and we all felt it when COVID first hit, the fear, just everything that happens that we all felt through when things started to happen, and the isolation became a thing, and then some people were saying one thing, others were doing one thing, and it was just chaos for a little bit. Very relatable, and it definitely puts, in a weird way, things into perspective. That's the word, perspective. My only qualms with this is that it's such a short book. I definitely wish it was longer. because I would have loved to see what else could have happened. Because yes, it's a short book, so obviously things will rush, and it was very well done. But I would love to have kind of seen it, like, maybe take its time, maybe dip a toe in and just be like, ooh, the water's a little bit warm, or ooh, it's a bit cold. If it was warm, it'd be bad, because then it'd be like wee, wouldn't it? It wasn't very good. Anyway, moving on. Our next book review, the next book review will be up in a few days. This was only a short one, just because I really wanted people to understand that this book is amazing. We appreciate it. It's very well done. Definitely need to look up more from the author, because I really did enjoy it. It was just kind of like a small sudden read. I read it within like an hour or so. I took so long to read because I kept taking Milo out for a walk. But it is what it is. But yeah, I hope you all have a fantastic Halloween. Much love, and we're gonna catch you later. Oh, I have more than one arm. Bye!